Good morning, dear students. Let's begin our session with class 8, chapter number 2, Civics, Understanding Secularism. In our last class, we have tried our level best to understand what is secularism. That means a state or a country which does not discriminate in between the religions of a country. Okay, if you are a Hindu, you are also being given the same preference. If you are a Muslim, you are also being given the same preference as per the constitution rules. Okay, so now let's proceed on with question answers. We have discussed already 2 question answers. Now you have to complete the following table. Okay, here one statement is being given and another column states why it is important. Okay, for the country, for the constitution, and one example of violation of that. That means when that rule has not been followed, you have to give one instance or circumstance or condition in the form of an example. Okay, so your first statement is one religious community does not dominate other. If I am telling one religious community, that means suppose if you are a Hindu, you can't dominate over Muslims, or if you are a Muslim, you can't dominate over Hindus. Then why it is important? Okay, the answer is this is important to protect the fundamental right to the freedom of religion. So why one religious community does not dominate over the other? So that the fundamental right of freedom of religion should be protected. Okay, we have one fundamental right, which is freedom of religion. Everybody has the freedom of choosing their own religion. Okay, so this is important to protect that fundamental right only. Okay, the freedom of religion, right? And one example of violation of this, violation means when that has not been followed. Okay, so one example of that was the demolition of Babri Masjid. Okay, when the demolition or destruction, when Babri Masjid was demolished, okay, in Ayodhya on 6th of December 1992 by Hindu nationalists. So this was an example of violation of this right to freedom of religion. Okay, now another statement was the state does not enforce any particular religion. That means state or the country does not force any particular religion or take away the religious freedom of individual. They should not take the religious freedom of individual. Why it is important? This is important to uphold the ideals of democratic nation. This is important to maintain the rules, maintain the policies of democratic nation, which allows its citizens freedom to choose whichever religion they wish to follow. That means in democratic country we have the right, we have full right of choosing our religion and to practice that religion. Okay, so this is important. Why this not enforcing any particular religion, okay, or take away the religious freedom of individual is important. Why it is important? Because to uphold the ideals of a democratic nation. Okay, because it is this ideal of democratic nation that allows the citizens to choose their religion and to follow the religion as per their choice, as per their wish. Okay, example of violation of this, when this law has not been followed or when it has been broken down, violation. Okay, that means France in February 2004. When you look into the history, the country France in February 2004 banned headscarves and turbans in public place. They have banned the turbans or the headscarves, okay, in public places, hurting the sentiments of Muslim and Sikh minorities. Sikh were also there. At that time some Muslims were also there. Muslim used to keep parda system, okay, that means they used to have their headscarf. Moreover, the Sikh used to put on turbans. So because that was banned in public places, the sentiments of Muslims and Sikh got hurted over here, okay. This was an example, right? Now another statement, some members do not dominate other members of the same community, of some community, okay. That means the members of one community should not dominate over another community. Why it is important? This is necessary to uphold individual freedom in the light of pressure from group or religious community that one belong to. That means this one is important so that the individual freedom of pressure from group or religious community will be taken off, will be demolished, will be taken away, right? So why the members of one community should not dominate over the another community? So that no individual freedom will be under pressure, okay. That one belong to, that means whatever the community one people will belong to, they will not get attracted, they will not get enforced to follow the another religion, okay. That's why it is important that one member of a community does not dominate over the other community or the other members of the community. Example of violation of this, you see, the Christian community is divided into Protestants and Catholics. Now Muslims were divided into Shias and Sunnis. In the same way, Christians were also divided into Catholics and Protestants, okay. You can ask any Christian in the community, okay, what are your basic casteism? They will say that we are also two, Protestants and Catholics, okay. So Irish Catholics are looked down upon and troubled by officials of Church of England who are Protestants. See, a violation, an example of violation of this statement. These Protestants of England Church always look down the Irish Catholics, people of Ireland, Irish, okay. So the Catholics were over there, were looked down by Protestants, okay, by the people of England, Protestants. That means the Protestants look down the Catholics, which is an illegal thing, which is not a good thing, okay. It's something like that. Suppose if Hindus are divided into two categories or into two castes, one is Brahman, one is Kshatriya. So Brahman, thinking that they are superior, they are much higher, they will look down the Kshatriyas, which is not good, right? So it is an example of violation of this statement that some members do not dominate over members of the some community, okay. That means one member or some member of one community should not dominate. Dominate means to rule over, okay, should not rule over the member of another community. That is also correct, okay. Now fourth one is very easy. Fourth answer, look up the annual calendar of holidays. You have to see the calendar, okay, and how many of them pertain to different religions. You have to Look up at the annual calendar, list of holidays. In the school calendar also you can see, no problem. How many of them pertains to different religion? That means you have to list out. You have to figure out different holidays of different community. This holiday belongs to Hindus, this holiday belongs to Muslim, this holiday belongs to Christian, this holiday belongs to another religion. Okay, like this you will list it out. Very simple. Right, many holidays on the school's annual calendar pertain to different religions, right? As for example, Eid al-Adha meant for Muslims, whereas Janmashtami is for Hindus, right? Good Friday is for Christians, and so many. There are so many festivals which pertains to, which specifies another religion, okay, of the community. This indicate, now the another question is, what does this indicate? What does this shows? Okay, what does this indicate? This indicate that India is a secular country, because in our calendar every festivals are being shown. Doesn't matter whether it belongs to Hindus, whether it belongs to Muslim, whether it belongs to Sikh, or whether it belongs to Christian. Okay, because every festival is being given in the calendar, this shows that India does not make any discrimination among the religion of a country. Okay, for India every religion is equal. Okay, this indicates that India is a secular country where religious freedom is granted to its citizen. Okay, India is a secular country which grants, which gives the religious freedom to all its citizens, to all its people, and all religions are equally respected. Okay, this is a country, India is a secular country, India is a secular state which respects all the religions equally, and it grants freedom, it gives freedom to its citizens, okay, regarding the religion, regarding the practice of religion. Okay, if you are a Muslim, if you want to become Hindu, you can become Hindu. If you are a Christian, if you want to become a Jain, you can become a Jain. So this is the type of freedom our country's constitution has given to each and every individual. Okay? Yes. Shall we move on to the next question? Because this one is very easy. First question, you have to list out different holidays which belongs to different community, different religion, and then what does this indicate? This indicates that our country is a secular country and it respects the citizen of all religions equally, and it gives religious freedom is given to all its citizens. Okay, this is the thing only it shows, it indicates by showing an annual calendar or calendar of holidays. Okay, clear? Now moving on to the another question. Find out some examples of different views within the same religion. Now if different views, different thoughts, different ideas are being creeped up, or if different views are there within the same religion, if you are a Muslim, another Muslim also thinks in different way, you have to give one example of it. I have also chosen one example. You can also give your example from your own side, okay, provided it should be authenticate. Okay, so one example of different views of same community, that means if one people is thinking like this, another's thinking will be like that. Okay, so among Muslims, here is an example. Among Muslims, many people believe in parda system. Okay, in burqa system, you might have remembered, right? So Muslims are in a habit of wearing that burqa or under the parda system. So this has been authenticated by Muslims, right? Whereas many do not approve it. Many people are not favoring it, as they see it as interference. Interference means obstacle, hindrance, okay, objection in freedom of women. That means some Muslims, because they have made the system that parda system should be implemented, but some Muslims think that it's a interference, it's a obstacle, it's a hindrance to the freedom of women, right? So because it is interfering in the freedom of women, this system should not be there, parda system should not be there. Whereas some Muslims think that parda system is a very good system, it should be implemented. So different people having different thought. Just an example of showing different views within the same community, within the same religion. I have cited this example, I have given this example. You can also take different view of different people of the same community, of the same religion. Okay, it's up to you. Whatever the example you see in the society, you can cite it. Okay, I don't think there will be a big problem in that, right? Moving on to the next question. The Indian states both keeps away from religion as well as intervenes in religion. This idea can be quite confusing. Yes, the Indian states keeps away from religion. That means whatever the religion you want to follow, you can follow. In one statement it states like that, Indian state states that we will be away from your religions, we will keep ourselves away from religion. In another statement it says it intervenes in religion. If there will be a war between the religion, I will interfere, I will make an objection. So it creates a confusion. Sometimes you are telling that you will be away from religion, sometimes you will be telling that you will intervene in the religion, right? So discuss this once again in class. You have to discuss this in class using examples from the chapter as well as those that you might have come up with. You have to discuss this by giving a suitable example. Okay, see, the Indian state distances itself, keeps themselves away from the religion, as well as nor does it support any one religion, right? It does not support any one religion. For them, all religions are same. So equal respect is given to all the religions. First thing, right? See, as far as this statement is given, in support of that, you have to write that why, how to remove that confusion. Okay, how you will remove this confusion that sometimes Indian states that it will keep themselves away from religion. On the another statement it says it will intervene in religion, right? So this is the example, better example, that equal respect is given to all the religions. Yes, equal respect is given to all the religions. In order to prevent domination by one particular community, the state may interfere in the religion. This is a better idea, right? So equal respect is given to all religions, but if one community will dominate over the another community, the state or the country will interfere in the religion, obviously, right? So this is the meaning of this statement, that I will give the respect to all the religions, I will be away from your religion, giving the respect to all the religions, but if one community will dominate over the other, certainly I will intervene. Understand? Yes. Another thing is, state may interfere in the religion to ensure that all the religions are treated equally. If constitution sees that all religions are not respected equally, they will intervene at any cost, right? This is the meaning, that it will keep themselves away from religion. That means equal respect is given to all the religions, and it will intervene in religion if one religion dominate over the another religion, they will interfere. Moreover, if all religions are not treated equally, then the country will interfere, then the state will interfere, then the constitution will interfere. Okay? Yes, this is the meaning of it. Let's proceed on. There is a poster. In the next question, there is a poster alongside highlights the need, peace. You can see it in your book, the poster which is given of earth and some candles are over there. You can see it very clearly. Okay? So the poster is alongside highlights the need, peace. Peace is required and something is written. It says, peace is a never-ending process and continues on. It cannot ignore our differences or overlook our common interest. Now you have to write in your own words what you think the above statement are trying to convey, trying to say, trying to give. Okay, convey. And how does it relate to the need of religious tolerance? Now you have to make this sentence get clear in your own word. What does it mean? That peace is a never-ending process. It cannot ignore our differences or overlook our common interests. Okay, I have given the answer in my own words. You have also to write. The sentence in the poster are trying to convey. The sentence in the poster try to say that in order to achieve peace, if you want to achieve peace, if you really want the peace to come in our country, we need to find something in common among ourselves. We have to find common in ourselves. We also have two eyes. That person is also having two eyes. I have one nose. That person is also having one nose. I am also thinking like this. That person is also thinking like this. Though I am of different community, he is of different community. So we have to find out the common things among ourselves. Okay? Moreover, we need to know that we all are the same, although we have some difference. We also have to understand the thing that we are same, but at the same time there are some differences in between us. I am one human being, he is another. I am belonging to this community, he is belonging to that community. Okay? We have to respect other community also. Okay? Ignoring differences or overlooking them. Overlooking means neglecting. Okay? So, ignoring the difference, that means neglecting the difference, or overlooking them, neglecting them will not help up in any way. If you ignore the things, it will not help you in any way. Why? As sometime or other they surely going to surface. Sometimes it will come. Hey, I am worshipping Lord Rama, he is worshipping Allah. Why? Like that. Sometimes it may come. Okay, in addition, peace that is not from within is not a peace. Mind you, this is the actual statement. If you want the peace in the country to come, the peace should be within yourself. Peace from within, from inside, is the real peace. Okay? Peace means, yes, having a cool state of mind, having calm, complete calmness, coolness. Okay? All this can be done only if we work together to achieve peace. If we will work together, if we will come together, if we will think ourselves as one, if we will become united by our hearts, only then peace will remain in the country, peace will come into the country, peace exists in the country. Okay? If there would not be religious tolerance, another question is, how does it relate to the need of religious tolerance? Tolerance means broad-mindedness, open-mindedness. Okay? So how does it relate to the need of religious tolerance? So if there would not be religious tolerance, then people always come up with conflict. They will always come up with war. They will always come up with battle. Okay, over one matter or other. That means if religious tolerance would not be there, people will fight. People will make a conflict amongst each other on small matters, over one matter or the other. Okay, so this is the answer of this question. Now there are some internal questions. Look at these questions carefully, because these questions will tell you how much you have understood the chapter. First question is, what is religion? Right? So what is religion? It's a personal practice or belief, you can say. Okay? So personal belief and practice relating to divine. Divine means God, godliness, right? So personal belief, your thoughts, your ideas, personal belief, personal ideas and actions, practices, right? Practice, whatever the practice you are doing for the divine, for the God, those practices, those beliefs, those trust, okay, that faith is known as religion. Clear? So personal belief and practices to divine, the God, okay, is known as religion. Right? Name some religions practiced all over the world. Very simple question. You have to just give some religions. You have to name some of the religions which were practiced all over the world. Hinduism is there, Buddhism is there, Jainism is there, Judaism is there, Islam is there. Okay, so these are some of the religions which are practiced all over the world. Right? Buddhism is there, Christianity is there, Hinduism is there. Another question. What is the meaning of secularism? From the very beginning I am teaching you the meaning of secularism. That means the belief, the trust, or it is a faith that one religion should not dominate over the other. One religion should not make a discrimination with the other. One religion should not dominate over the other. Okay, this is the meaning of secularism. It is a belief or trust that no one should be discriminated on the basis of religion. You should not discriminate anyone. You should not make a discrimination. You should not make a difference as far as religion is concerned. Okay, this is the meaning of secularism. Right? Another question. Which article abolishes the practice of untouchability? Untouchability, you might have remembered Harijans, they were banned from being touched even. So that was the practice of untouchability. Okay? Gandhiji also has fought against the practice of untouchability. Right? So which article abolishes, which article ends this practice of untouchability? It is Article 17. Yes, it is Article 17 which abolishes, which ends the practice of untouchability. Okay? So note down your homeworks. Okay? You have to learn the question answer of the chapter. Okay? First question is, why it is important that one religious community does not dominate other? Give example of one violation of this. And another question is, define coercion. Okay? You have to define coercion. These are the small homeworks which you need to do. Okay? You do it. Okay? Note it down. Okay? You note it down. Why it is important that one religious community does not dominate other? Give example of one violation of this. You have to give one example also of violation of this, and you have to define coercion. Right? So for the time being, I am saying goodbye to you. Next time onwards, I'll come up with another chapter. Till then, bye.